Welcome to today's deep dive. We're going to be talking about data quality and how it impacts businesses.
Especially if you're someone who's, familiar with relational databases.
Yeah, and I bet you'd be surprised how often this becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Even in today's tech-savvy world, right?
Absolutely.
So today we're going to uncover why data quality matters so much.
Yeah.
How it can totally mess up your decision-making and what usually causes these issues in the first place.
Right.
By the end, you'll be able to spot these data pitfalls yourself.
Yeah.
And understand why they should matter to you.
What's really interesting about data quality is that it's not just about keeping data clean.
Yep.
It's about making sure that it's useful.
Right.
And that it's fit for its intended purpose.
So it's kind of like if ancient China was creating all this silk, but they had no idea what European buyers even wanted.
Yeah.
The silk could be perfect, but it's totally useless.
Yeah.
If it doesn't meet the needs of the market.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the consequences of poor data quality are very real for businesses.
Yeah.
It really hits them where it hurts in the bottom line. One bank we studied actually lost millions of dollars because their loan approval system was using outdated credit scores. And it led to a ton of defaults.
Oh, gosh.
They had data, but it wasn't the right data for that job.
Right.
It wasn't fit for purpose.
That makes total sense. And I've definitely been there.
Yeah.
Wasted time myself pulling reports that just didn't add up.
Oh, for sure.
It's so frustrating. And then you start to question
Yeah.
is anything reliable?
Exactly. You hit on such a crucial point.
Yeah.
Poor data quality really erodes trust.
Yeah.
When we talk about data quality, we're talking about accuracy,
Right.
completeness, timeliness, consistency.
All those factors.
They all play a part.
Okay.
They all come into play.
It's like those birth date fields where everyone seems to be born on December 31st.
Yes.
That's a classic sign of bad data conversion.
Yeah. Exactly. Someone probably tried to force old data into a new system without thinking about the missing birth dates.
Right.
So December 31st just became the default.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. But here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
Data quality is not one size fits all.
Okay.
What's high quality for one purpose might be completely useless for another.
So context is everything.
Yes.
It's not about just having perfect data.
Exactly.
It's about having the right data for the task at hand.
Precisely. We once analyzed a system that had this free-form text field for car body type.
Okay.
And it seemed like a total nightmare.
I can imagine.
Agents were entering all sorts of variations and craziness.
Oh, gosh.
But it turned out that the system was actually using the VIN number
Okay.
to determine the body type.
So those entries didn't even matter.
They were irrelevant.
Wow.
Cleaning them up would have been a total waste of time.
That's a fantastic example of why context is so important. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about how bad data can actually impact business decisions.
Okay, so this is where it can get really serious.
Okay.
Imagine a marketing team launches this whole campaign, but they're using outdated customer data.
Oh, no.
They could end up targeting people who've moved or who aren't interested in their products anymore.
Oof, yeah, that's not good.
We actually came across this example where the president of an insurance company wanted to track this new metric, this exciting new metric, and no one, not even the president himself, could define what it meant.
What?
It was chaos.
Yeah.
It was a waste of resources.
It's like trying to hit a target when you don't even know what you're aiming at.
Exactly.
Total chaos.
It's not always these big dramatic failures either.
Right.
Sometimes what seem like really small inconsistencies can have equally big consequences.
Yeah.
We found a case where 2 reports showed different numbers of delinquent loans.
Okay.
And it was all because there was a 1-day difference in how they defined delinquency date.
Wow. So even tiny discrepancies can really
Absolutely.
skew the picture.
Yeah, and potentially lead to bad decisions.
Yeah.
What seems like a small detail can snowball into a significant issue.
So paying attention to those details.
It really matters.
It really matters.
Yeah, those seemingly insignificant data gremlins can really mess things up.
Yeah, they can.
So now let's talk about what causes these data quality problems in the first place.
Okay.
The good news is that most of the time these problems aren't intentional.
Right.
No one is out to sabotage the data.
Right.
It's often human error system glitches, missing documentation.
So a perfect storm of unintentional data disasters.
Exactly. And we actually found one case where insurance agents were entering fake driver's license numbers just to speed up the process of writing policies.
So a shortcut.
A shortcut.
With big consequences.
Huge consequences down the line.
Yeah.
This actually brings us to the importance of understanding the data lifecycle. Think of it like a journey your data takes.
Right.
It gets captured, it gets moved, it's transformed, it's stored.
Yeah.
Problems can pop up at any stage.
It's like playing a game of telephone.
Yes.
Where the message gets distorted with every whisper.
Perfect analogy. So let's unpack some of the usual suspects that we encounter on this data journey.
All right, let's do it. So we've talked about how data can get, like, garbled as it moves through a system.
Right.
But what about those problems that pop up, like, right at the source?
Oh, yeah. One of the biggest culprits is unclear business rules.
Okay.
If the people entering the data don't have clear guidelines, you're bound to end up with inconsistencies.
Makes sense.
Like, imagine different teams have different definitions of what a customer is.
Oh, God.
That can lead to so much confusion and inaccurate reporting.
Yeah, for sure. And then there's the issue of complex systems, like talking to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Those integrations that can really mangle data in transit.
Absolutely.
It's like trying to fit pieces from different puzzles together.
Yep.
They just don't align.
And then we can't forget about validation checks.
Right.
Those are like safety nets catching errors before they cause too much trouble.
Okay.
Think of it as a spell checker for your data.
Yes.
Making sure that everything is entered correctly and consistently.
So we have like all these potential points of failure.
Yeah.
And it sounds like preventing these issues from happening in the first place is key.
For sure.
Which is where the concept of data stewardship comes in, right?
Exactly. Data stewardship is all about having dedicated people who understand the data and its purpose.
Right.
They're like guardians.
Yeah.
Making sure data quality is a top priority.
Throughout its life cycle.
Yeah, throughout the entire life cycle.
Like those vigilant librarians who like meticulously organize and protect precious books.
Right.
So it's not just about fixing errors after they occur.
No.
It's about preventing them from happening in the first place.
Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But who are these data stewards and what do they actually do?
So data stewards are usually individuals who have a really deep understanding of the data within a particular domain or a business function.
Right.
They're like a bridge between the technical teams who manage the data and the business users who actually rely on it.
So they kind of have to speak both languages.
They need to speak both the language of data and the language of business.
So like translators making sure everyone's on the same page.
Exactly.
When it comes to like the meaning and interpretation of data.
Yeah, they play a crucial role in defining and documenting key business terms. And data elements. So they work with these business users to make sure that everyone agrees on what customer or revenue actually means.
So a shared understanding.
Yeah, this shared understanding is crucial for data consistency and accuracy across the entire organization.
It's like creating a data dictionary.
Yes.
That everyone in the company can refer to.
That's a great way to put it.
So there's no confusion about what different terms and metrics actually represent.
And beyond definitions, data stewards are also responsible for actually establishing and enforcing data quality rules.
Okay, so they have a lot of power.
They do. They work with business users to define what good data quality means for specific purposes. And then they implement processes and controls to make sure that those standards are actually being met.
So they're like the data police.
Kind of.
Making sure everyone's playing by the rules.
Exactly.
So they have a lot of responsibility.
They do.
But how do companies typically structure their data stewardship programs? Do they have like a single data steward overseeing everything, or is it more decentralized?
So there's different approaches. But one common model is a centralized data governance council. And that sets overall policies and standards for data management.
So like the data parliament?
Yes, making laws for the data kingdom.
I like that analogy. So this council sets the overall framework. And then you have individual data stewards who are responsible for specific areas of the business or data domains.
Exactly. You might have one for customer data, one for financial data, and so on.
Makes sense. This decentralized approach allows them to focus on their areas of expertise.
Yes, exactly, where they can have the most impact.
That makes sense. But with so many data stewards working independently,
Yeah.
how do you make sure that they're all on the same page and working together effectively?
Right.
I feel like there's potential for overlap and confusion.
Absolutely. Communication and collaboration are key here. Data stewards need to have regular meetings. They need to have communication channels to share information, discuss challenges, and make sure that they're aligned on those data definitions, quality rules and those overall data governance principles.
It's like a data symphony.
Yes.
Where each instrument plays its part in harmony with the others.
I love that image.
But even with the best intentions and structures in place, there are bound to be some challenges.
Of course.
Right? What are some of the most common hurdles that data stewards face?
One of the biggest is actually cultural resistance.
Okay.
In a lot of organizations, there's a natural resistance to change.
Right. Especially when it comes to data management. People are used to doing things a certain way.
Exactly. They don't want to change.
And they might be reluctant to embrace new processes or controls.
It's like trying to convince someone to switch from their old typewriter
to a computer.
Exactly. Some people just prefer the familiar way of doing things.
Yeah, even if it's less efficient.
And that's why it's so important for data stewards to be effective change agents.
Okay.
They need to really articulate those benefits of data stewardship.
Okay.
So that it resonates with the business users.
Right.
And helps them overcome that resistance.
So they need to be part data expert, part diplomat, part motivational speaker.
Yes, exactly.
That's a tough job.
It is.
So they not only need to understand the data, but also be able to communicate its importance and value.
Yeah. And another challenge that often comes up is data silos.
Okay.
In many organizations, data is scattered across different systems and departments.
Yeah.
And it makes it really difficult to get like a holistic view of the information.
Right. It's like trying to assemble a jigsaw puzzle.
Yes.
When the pieces are spread out all over the room.
And that's where data stewards come in.
Okay.
Working to break down those silos and create a more unified view of the data.
So they're like data architects.
Exactly.
Designing the blueprints for a more integrated data landscape.
I like that.
It sounds like data stewardship is like a really critical function.
It is.
For any organization that wants to make like data-driven decisions.
Yeah.
But with all these challenges, how can organizations ensure that their data stewardship programs are successful?
That's a great question. And it's one that we're going to delve into in the final part of our deep dive. We're going to explore some best practices for implementing and sustaining a successful data stewardship program.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to learning more about how to actually put these principles into practice.
Yeah.
But before we move on, let's take a moment to recap what we've covered in this segment.
Okay, we've explored the essential role of these data stewards in ensuring data quality and how they act as a bridge between the technical and business worlds.
Yeah.
And we talked about how they're responsible for defining key terms, establishing those data quality rules, and driving data integration initiatives.
Right. It's a challenging but incredibly important role.
It is.
We also talked about some of those common obstacles they face, like cultural resistance and data silos.
Yeah.
And it's clear that communication, collaboration, and change management are critical for success.
As we move into the final part of our deep dive, I want you to think about what we've discussed. And consider how these insights might apply to your own work.
Yeah.
What steps can you take to champion data quality within your own organization?
Great point. We'll be back shortly to wrap up our exploration of data stewardship. In the meantime, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep up with all things data. Welcome back to the Deep Dive.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
From understanding what data quality is to recognizing the challenges that come with it.
For sure.
Now, let's shift gears and talk about how to actually put these principles into action.
It's time to get practical.
Yeah.
So implementing a successful data stewardship program requires a well-defined strategy and commitment from every level of the organization.
So it's not just about hiring a couple data stewards and calling it a day.
No.
It's about creating a culture where everyone understands the importance of data quality.
Yes.
And contributes to maintaining it.
It's a company-wide effort.
Yeah. Okay, so let's break down some of the key steps involved in building a robust data stewardship program.
Sounds good.
From our research, it seems like the first step is identifying and prioritizing the most critical data assets.
Absolutely.
It's about focusing on the data that really drives the business.
Not all data is created equal.
Right.
Some data sets have a much bigger impact on operations and decision-making than others.
So how do we do that?
So that means you need to conduct a thorough data inventory.
Okay.
You need to understand where your data lives, how it's connected, and how it relates to different business processes.
So once we have a clear picture of our data landscape, what's next?
Next, you define clear roles and responsibilities for those data stewards.
Okay.
We need to determine who's in charge of what and establish clear lines of accountability for that data quality.
So making sure someone owns the responsibility.
Yes.
For ensuring data quality within each area of the business.
Exactly. This often involves creating like a hierarchical structure with different levels of data stewards, each responsible for specific data domains or business functions.
So you might have a chief data officer at the top, and then data stewards for customer data, financial data, and so on.
Right. It's like a chain of command for data.
Okay.
So there's clear oversight at each level.
Makes sense, but it's not just about assigning roles, right?
Yeah.
It's also about empowering those data stewards to do their jobs effectively.
Absolutely. They need to have the authority, the resources, and the support, leadership to make decisions and to drive that change.
So they need to be seen as champions of data quality.
Yes.
Not just custodians.
Not just custodians.
So they need a seat at the table.
They do.
When decisions are being made.
Yes.
And they need to be able to influence how data is used and managed.
For sure.
Throughout the entire organization.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, so once our data stewards are in place, what's the next critical step?
The next step is to develop and implement clear data quality rules. And standards.
So it's not just about saying we want good data.
No.
It's about defining what good actually means.
Exactly.
In a quantifiable way.
Yes, this means defining what constitutes good data quality for different purposes. And establishing specific metrics and thresholds to measure it.
So it gives data stewards a clear framework.
Yes.
To assess data quality, identify issues, and implement corrective actions.
It's like having blueprints for building a house. Without clear standards and guidelines, you're just stacking bricks without a plan.
Yeah, you're going to end up with a mess.
Exactly. And alongside those standards, we need to establish robust data governance processes.
So those outline how data is managed throughout its entire life cycle.
Yes.
From creation and storage to archival.
Precisely. Data governance makes sure that data is handled consistently and responsibly across the whole organization. And that minimizes the risk of errors, inconsistencies, and security breaches.
So it's like a traffic control system.
Yes.
For data, making sure it flows smoothly and safely throughout the organization.
I like that.
Okay, so data governance provides the guardrails to keep our data on track.
It does.
Now, what about the role of technology in all of this?
So technology is a crucial enabler for data stewardship. It can automate those data quality checks, monitor data flows, and it can provide data stewards with the insights that they need to do their jobs effectively.
So there's lots of different tools that they can use.
Oh, there are a ton of data quality tools available, from data profiling solutions to data cleansing tools to metadata management platforms.
They act as data detectives.
They do.
Helping data stewards uncover hidden data quality issues and inconsistencies.
Exactly.
So it makes sure that the data is reliable and accurate.
It gives them the magnifying glass and forensic kit.
I like that.
For those data mysteries.
Now, as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to emphasize the importance of communication and training.
That's so important. It's about fostering that data-driven culture.
Yeah.
Where everyone understands the importance of data quality.
Data stewardship isn't just the responsibility of a select few.
No.
It's a collective effort.
It really is. If you can build a culture where data quality is valued and everyone participates in maintaining it, you create a much more efficient, effective, and trustworthy organization.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
Let's quickly recap the key takeaways from our deep dive into data stewardship.
So we explored the importance of viewing data quality not just as clean data, but as data that's fit for its purpose.
Right. And we discussed how important data stewards are.
Yes.
They play a vital role in safeguarding data quality.
Absolutely.
They're like guardians of this valuable asset.
They are.
And we outlined practical steps for building a data stewardship program. From identifying those critical data assets to defining clear roles and responsibilities, to establishing those all-important data quality standards and governance processes.
We also highlighted how technology, communication, and training all play those crucial roles in fostering a data-driven culture.
And I think it's safe to say that high-quality data is the foundation.
It is.
For sound decision-making. And data stewardship is the key to unlocking its full potential.
If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of data quality and its impact on business, we encourage you to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on future episodes.
Thank you for joining us on this data-driven adventure. We hope you found this deep dive valuable, and we look forward to diving into another fascinating topic with you soon.